warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Jimiati. My student numbers 18, 10, 10, 80. I from B class, 6th semester. So here I will presentation about language dialect. Okay, talk about language dialect. As we know, our day cannot be separated from language because, as we know, that language is made of communication. A dialect or accent is a language variety that covers a group of speakers. Dialect contrasts with a foreign language, namely form of language that are differentiated according to the context of usage. These variations have a difference for each other. The distinction of the concept of dialect and the separate language is often dilated by symbolic and socio-political factors, not linguistic. These definitions are generally not expected in linguistics. Typically, dialects are defined based on geography and social factors. Dialect is generally a specific form of language that is specific to origins or social group and usually has difference in pronunciation, grammar, syntax, and vocabulary. Dialect can be pronounced by people who live in particular city or by an entire nation. This means the dialect is a language variation originating from a group of users who are subjects to who live in certain place, regions or regions. Dialect users have a certain rhetoric that mark them as people who search the same dialect even though they have specific feature. Example, people of Bima have a regional dialect, namely in the dialect of Bima. In terms of language variations based on their use, these distinctions focuses on the ways in which speech reflects the context in which the language is used and not the fact of the speaker. Language orientation related to their use or functions can be called a stylus and register. Styles vary in speech or writing from the more formal to the more casual. Some markets from formal styles are used maybe not strengths and cans and constructions like who do you get them for whom did you get that, in a more casual speech. It means that styles has more to do with the situation of serving the speakers themselves. Um, it is seen in this statement that when we want to talk about style, um, it means we are talking about the same speakers speaking in the different ways in different situations, like about who we talk to and under what conditions. The formality group is divided into four levels: forensic, formal, consultative, and consul. First, phrase style. This is the most formal styles used in formal situation and ceremonies, which is called forensic because the patterns is fiercely fixed and can never be changed by parties inherited from this style is seen in historical documents, ratification, and other formal documents. Second, formal style. It is a style used in formal speeches, formal gathering, office meeting, school, textbook, etc. The formal style in fictions is similar to the style used only in formal situation and not informal situation. Threat consultative style. This is the style used in conversations that are usually held at school, in a meeting or a relationship that lead to results and productions. Arguably, these styles is the most operational. The next, causal styles. It's a style used for talking to friend, family, or relative at leisure, during sport, each other. That is regular language or more to causal language. From the register term, it refers to the language of a group of people who share the same interests or occupations, or the language used in the situation related to the group. Examples of different register can be seen in the language used by journalists, legalists, sports commentators, airline pilots, criminals, politicians. These texts, as well as the language used in the rooms and the classroom. One example of the language used by people describing a supporting event can be distinguished easily from language used in this other context, especially in the words. The field of language in the field of military service is known for its short and first characteristic characteristic in light when the disease and life of the military, which are full of discipline and guidance. Meanwhile, scientific language has been known with a name that is straightforward, clear, and free from ambiguous metaphors and idioms, because the language of science must provide and scientific information clearly, without doubts, and free from the possibility of being interpreted in different meaning. We can understanding if a register are related to activities, goals, or areas of a language. For example, the foundation language used in journalism, um, military service, scientific activities. Its language foundation in journalism are very being simple, communicative, and brief. The language is simple because it must be easy to able. Communicative because it has to convey the news abruptly, and in short because of limited speed and limited time. Thank you. Maybe just that for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.